Picture this, skyscrapers pierce the sky in Metro Manila, where traffic never sleeps and malls buzz with shoppers. Now shift your gaze north or south to spots where jagged mountains block the sun or endless ocean waves swallow the horizon. These are the isolated towns in the Philippines, places that feel worlds away from the city's rush. In the Philippines, isolation means more than distance. It covers tough geography, spotty roads, and slim links to the outside world. Cool spotlights 12 such remote Philippine communities. We will dive into what sets them apart and uncover the grit that keeps folks rooted there. If you seek hard-to-reach areas that shape the nation's hidden heart, read on. Isolation in the Philippines stems from the country's wild layout, 7,641 islands ringed by seas and split by peaks. These factors trap towns in a bubble of limited contact. Selection here draws from spots with the longest travel times, weakest links to cities, and stories of locals who adapt against odds. In the north, the Cordillera Ranges rise steep, with trails that twist for hours. Seas demand boat rides that can stretch 12 hours or more in rough weather. Volcanoes like Mayon add ash and quakes, closing paths without warning. Take Batan's, winds whip at 100 kilometers per hour, turning simple trips into battles. These barriers keep outsiders at bay. Journeys by foot or bunker often test patience, yet they guard natural treasures from coral reefs to rice terraces untouched by crowds. Roads fade to dirt paths in many spots. Paved highways skip these towns, leaving folks to hike or hop on rare buses. Electricity flickers on for just a few hours daily in some areas.
Ever wonder where people live when the world can't reach them? These 9 communities exist at the edge of civilization. Sabtang Island rides 200 kilometers off Luzon's coast, 3-hour boat rides, if the storms let you go. Sitangkai floats 500 kilometers south, 24 hours by sea through coral mazes. Up in Cabugao, 10 hours on the road becomes a footpath. Isnag people tend coffee on slopes their ancestors fought for. Tinoc's rice terraces cascade 2,000 meters high. These aren't just farms, they're living legacies. Isolation doesn't break these people. Drop a follow to see where resilience really lives.
Fights against nature's grip. 1. Sabtang. Baton's this tiny island town rides 200 kilometers east of Luzon. Faloa boats cross churning seas in 3 hours, if waves allow. Storms shut it down for days. Folks live off onions, garlic, and stone houses that shrug off gales. They stay for the salt air and family ties that span generations. 2. Calayan, Cagayan north of Luzon. This island needs a 10-hour boat from Apari. No airport, just rough piers. Migratory birds flock here, but supplies arrive monthly. Residents fish tuna and raise pigs, trading tales over bonfires. The pull? Pristine beaches and a rhythm unbroken by tourists. 3. Macanacan, Isabela tucked in Sierra Madre Mountains, roads turn to mud after rain. A 12-hour bus from Kawayan barely scratches the surface. Locals trek forests for honey and rattan. Isolation breeds tight-knit groups who celebrate Agta heritage through dances. Why linger? The wild freedom beats city stress. Island sanctuaries and maritime barriers. Oceans rule these spots. Boats are lifelines, but monsoons snap them. 4. Sitangkai, Toy Toy southernmost municipality, 500 kilometers from Zamboanga. Sea voyages take 24 hours amid coral mazes. Security once scared ships away, but now it's calmer. Fishermen dive for pearls and seaweed, selling to distant buyers. Bonds form on shared decks. Home means dodging pirates turned peacekeepers. 5. Balabac, Palawan White Sand Isles. This frontier, 14 hours by boat from Puerto Princesa. No regular ferries, locals hail passing vessels. Turtles nest on shores, drawing eco-watchers. People harvest cashews and coconuts, weaving baskets for cash. The draw? Untouched reefs that feed body and soul. 6. Jomalig, Quezon east of Luzon. This atoll demands 8-hour sails from real town. Waves crash year-round, stranding boats. Farmers grow rice in salty soil, herding goats on dunes. Community feasts, trails wind up, testing every step. 7. Cabugao, Apayao in Cordillera's heart, 10-hour drives from Tuguegarao end in footpaths. Rivers swell, blocking bridges. Isnag people tend coffee and yams on steep slopes. They speak ancient tongues and carve wooden gods. Staying put honors ancestors who fought for this land. 8. Tinuk, Ifugarice terraces cascade here, but roads climb 2,000 meters high. From Bano, it's a 5-hour jolt. Earthquakes shake homes yearly. Locals rotate crops in hut-chanted fields, preserving Ifugo ways. The terraces aren't just farms, they're a living legacy worth the climb. 9. Alameda, Cotabato Mindanao's interior hides this town amid karst hills. 8 hours from Kadapawan via dirt tracks. Past conflicts slowed builds, but peace blooms now. Manobo tribes weave abaca into cloth, trading at weekly markets. Resilience shines in songs that echo through valleys. Southern enclaves and volcanic edges. Down south, heat and ash mix with sea salt. Access bends to Earth's moods. 10. Lake Cebu, South Cotabato. 7 Toy lakes feed this highland spot, 12 hours from General Santos. Boats glide in, but roads hug cliffs. Tboli craft brass and dream in colors. Fish from depths sustain them, festivals paint the air with drums. Why here? Waters mirror a spiritual world untouched. 11. Tungawan, Samboanga Sibugay coastal and craggy, 6 hours by rough sea from Ipil. Monsoons flood lowlands. Samabajo fish from houseboats, harvesting trachus shells. Community dives unite them against tides. The sea's bounty, and its dangers, keep families anchored. 12. Divalacan, Isabela, coastal edge, Sierra Madre meets Pacific here, with 15-hour treks from Ilagan. Beaches stretch empty, waves crash fierce. Agta hunt wild pigs and gather shells. They share meals under stars, guarding forests from loggers. Isolation fosters a bond with land that city life can't match.
Hyperlocal economic models folks turn limits into gains. Swidden farms yield heirloom rice that sells high in Manila. Crafts like Sabtang's Vakul hats fetch tourist dollars online. In Balabac, dried fish packs travel far tip. If you visit, buy direct from makers. It boosts cash without crowds. These models prove small scales win big when tied to roots. The role of strong community bonds neighbors become family. In typhoons, hands link to rebuild. Medical runs mean group hikes to clinics. Shared rice paddies teach trust early, rhetorical nudge. Ever wonder how a village beats a storm? It's the voices calling out in the dark, pulling through together, bridging the gap. Modernizing access without losing identity change creeps in, but slowly. Efforts aim to link without erase. Balance stays key, these steps ease loads. Trucks bring meds faster, easing old woes. Telecommunications and digital inclusion cell towers sprout, thanks to Globe and Smart. Satellite nets from Starlink test in Batans, letting kids Zoom classes. Remote work blooms. Freelance coders in Lake Cebu earn steady, but signals drop in rains. It opens doors, yet elders cling to face-to-face chats. Sustainable development strategies for remote areas. Ecotourism rises gentle. In Jomalig, guided hikes respect no-trace rules. Community solar co-ops power homes without dams. NGOs like WWF train Balabac fishers in reef-safe nets. These paths guard green spaces. Locals lead, ensuring growth fits their beat. Isolation weaves a tough web of distance and delay. Yet the 12 towns we explored show it's no dead end. From Sabtang's windswept cliffs to Tungawan's sea-swept shore-swept shores, remoteness forges steel in the soul. Residents teach us self-trust trumps ease. They farm, fish, and feast, holding cultures close. Value lies in their quiet wins, proof that far-flung spots pulse with life. Next time you zip through Manila, think of these edges. Support smart projects that connect without crowd.